Eh. Please stay, camera. Hope that's good. Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Julia. It's nice to meet you. If you're new, if you're not, welcome back. Thank you for being here. If you can't tell, I'm using a ring light, which is really exciting because it just feels super professional right now. Today we're having a little chat. We're gonna be talking about social media, so I know it's a little bit different than what I usually do on here, but quite a few people asked me to talk about this and I have a lot to say, so I figured I would do a video on it. I wrote down, that was my charger. I wrote down all my thoughts on my computer. Hopefully 20% is enough because I don't feel like plugging that back in. I'm gonna start by talking about just like my experience and everything that I've done so far, and then I'm going to get into my tips and my advice if you're looking to get into social media, if you want to grow your platforms, and basically just how to deal with it and how to look at it if you want to do it as a career. I'm actually coming up on my 1-year Instagram anniversary. It is February 24th and today is February 1st, which is it's just so crazy to me, but another reason I thought I'd do this video because I'm officially a year into it. When I first started my Instagram, I really just wanted a creative outlet. I actually have done social media before. When I was like 12, I had a Tumblr Instagram account. I don't know if you guys remember when that was the thing to do, but I had 15,000 followers at the age of 12. So basically I was really into it back then, and I don't know why I kind of like got away from that for a little bit because kind of seemed to be my thing. Anyway, I was in my freshman year of college and my body was changing because I just started to get into fitness and health, so I wanted somewhere where I could talk about that, and I wanted to meet other people that were also doing what I was doing and I could learn from them and I could just share what I was doing. I was pretty lonely my freshman year, so yeah, I wanted that, and I also am just a very creative person. I've always loved art. I love like technology, cameras, phones, computers, everything. I've always been super into it. Yeah, I just knew that I wanted a creative outlet, something that I could do aside from just school and volleyball. Originally, I wanted to make a YouTube. I feel like I have a lot to say. I think I could talk for hours about some things, and I really wanted to do YouTube, but I didn't have the proper equipment, and I don't think I was prepared to be super committed to it, which is something we're going to talk about a lot in this video. I just basically felt that I could not post a video a week or anywhere close to that, so I wasn't going to start it and kind of like give it half my effort, you know? So that's why I decided to go with Instagram, because that's the social media platform that I know best. I've been on it since I was like 9. I just thought it was something that I could actually do and like do wholeheartedly. I made my account and I just started by posting a mirror selfie a day. That's all that I posted on my feed. On my stories, I would post my meals, a couple smoothie recipes, some like selfies of me in the gym, but never actual workouts. I had really fast growth from the beginning. I think it is from one, interacting with the fitness community. I spent a lot of time in my days going out of my way to find other fitness accounts and like reach out, like, follow, comment, really just get to know people. And also I think that the hashtags that I used really helped in your insights, like your analytics for Instagram. You can see where your impressions are coming from, and at the very beginning the majority of mine were coming from hashtags. So I was getting more likes than I had followers at the beginning, which is ridiculous, but it's because of the hashtags I was using. So it definitely helped to get me started. From the beginning I was bringing in an audience that I was not targeting. I think from the hashtags I brought in a lot of older male followers, and obviously that's not the intention. I didn't really want that, but I am posting pictures of my body. There's nothing wrong with that. I clearly don't have a problem with it, but Instagram is going to show pictures like that to men because they like it. At the very beginning, I tried my best to like block and restrict a lot of the guys that were commenting just like weird stuff on my pictures, you know? I don't want all my comments to be guys with like 3 rows of heart emojis, and if you have a fitness account, like, you know what I'm talking about, because this is something that happens to everyone. When I had control of it, I tried to really monitor it, but eventually it gets to the point where you don't have control of it. You cannot block every single guy that follows you, you know? It's not realistic. And also, on the flip side of it, they are great followers. Like, they're so interactive. They love to engage with your posts. How can you turn away a follower who is going to like and comment on every single one of your posts, share it, save it, like slide up on your stories, ask you questions? How are you like, oh no, I don't want that? You know, it's helping you. It's boosting your engagement. It's gonna tell the algorithm, hey, show these posts to more people. So it kind of really is a lose-lose. But yeah, I thought I would just mention that because I know that is something that a lot of fitness accounts struggle with, is getting your demographic to be more female than male. Mine definitely isn't, but you only have so much control over it. Anyway, like I said, I continue to post a selfie a day. I hit 1,000 followers a little less than 2 weeks after I started. That is pretty fast growth, and like I said, mainly probably from posting pictures of my body, using hashtags, and interacting with the fitness community. I think that's what got me off to a good start. I continued to stick with my account, and then Corona hit the US in March of 2020, as you guys know. So I was sent home from school and the gyms closed. So I was in my house with pretty much nothing to do. And that is when I started to film my workouts and post them, because at the time I did not have the confidence to go to a gym and film. The thought of that was terrifying to me. So that's why whenever I was only working out at home, it was a really good opportunity for me to start filming and posting content like that. I also really got into smoothies and smoothie bowls in the spring, which does play a big part in my success that I've had with social media. At some point in the spring, I want to say it was April, I was shadow banned on Instagram. And if you don't know what that is, basically Instagram cuts your reach, and the only people that are seeing your posts are your followers. So you are no longer being shown on the explore page or through hashtags, and it really messes with your growth, you know, because the people that don't follow you aren't seeing your stuff. How are you gonna get new followers? It also messes with your engagement because less people that do follow you are seeing your posts. It is very discouraging. When you're spending hours of your day filming, editing, and posting content, and then it's not doing well, it sucks. And it's not even just a superficial thing like, oh, who cares about likes? Likes are a way to know if your followers are enjoying your content. It's feedback, and if your post isn't doing as well as it used to, or you know, you post something it just doesn't do good, that's your way of knowing, okay, they don't like this type of content. So when that's happening consistently and like out of nowhere my reach dropped completely, it's really sucky. And if you've ever been shadow banned, I'm sure you know. I did so much research on it at the time, and basically there's no quick fix. A bunch of people say, oh, don't post for 2 weeks, stuff like that. I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna deactivate my account for 2 weeks. Screw that. My account was really the only thing keeping me going in the spring last year. It was a dark time. I just stayed consistent with it throughout the course of my shadow ban, and eventually it returned back to somewhat normal. But from that point on, I stopped using hashtags, because I believe the reason that I was shadow banned in the first place was because I was using the exact same hashtags every day. I was posting every day and I was using the same hashtags. And I think that Instagram flagged my account or my content as spam because of that. And like I said, I was doing really well through hashtags, so my posts were ranking at the top of these hashtags basically every day. And then out of nowhere, I went from getting 1,000 likes when I had 1,000 followers to like 500 likes, and I also wasn't growing as much. So anyway, I think it is because of hashtags, so I stopped, and since then I haven't used them at all. But I do think it is a great way to get started, because that's how you're going to get some exposure, especially as you begin your account. So I do recommend them, but be smart and don't use the same ones every single day. And I also would be careful with how many you use too. Like I said, I was home from school because of Corona, and there was nothing to do. We were in full lockdown, so I really devoted hours of my day into Instagram. My days revolved around taking a picture or filming a workout and posting it. So I was very consistent with it, and I hit 5K on May 21st, so about 3 months into my account. In early June, I posted my first TikTok, and it was actually art related. I really just posted it for the heck of it. I had 10 followers and they were my friends. So wasn't expecting anything from it. I just did it for fun, and it kind of went viral for like no reason. I'm like, what the heck? This is insane. So when my account was getting a bunch of traffic from that viral art video, I literally say in the video, while I'm at it, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a smoothie bowl, or how I make a smoothie bowl. And that video went viral, millions of views, which it's shocking, you know, when you go from having 10 followers on TikTok and then millions of people are seeing something that you put out there. It's really crazy. It's such an adrenaline rush. Like, if you've ever gone viral on TikTok, you know, it's so exciting. The notifications are rolling in and it's just really cool. From there on, I started to value TikTok more. I'm like, I really should post consistently on here, and I would post workouts, I would post smoothie bowl recipes, and I basically would just go back and forth with those. A couple of my field workouts went viral, and also a lot of my smoothie bowl videos went viral. There were times throughout the summer where I was posting consistently and none of my videos are going viral, but then randomly all of my videos would get a bunch of likes, comments, and I would just get a bunch of followers out of nowhere. My best guess would be this was TikTok's way of like rewarding me for posting consistently, because there was no explanation for why all of a sudden a bunch of my posts were getting exposure. Like, there was genuinely no explanation. If they're all old and none of them went viral, why would TikTok just start randomly promoting them? But that's what happened. Once again, consistency is going to be a common theme throughout this video. You need to be consistent. And TikTok, it flat out rewarded me for it. Over the course of the summer, I racked up like 190,000 followers on TikTok. I believe wholeheartedly that that contributed to my growth on Instagram, especially when TikTok was gonna be deleted. Like, when everyone was like, oh my god, it's gonna be banned. And I posted a TikTok the day it was supposed to be banned, and I'm like, hey guys, follow my Instagram because I don't want to lose, you know, my connections with you. So a bunch of people followed me on Instagram that day. I don't even remember the exact number, but I want to say 1,000 at least. From there, my Instagram posts started doing really well on the Explore page. So I think what happened was Instagram saw how much engagement I was getting from my TikTok followers, and then it started promoting my content more on the Explore page. That definitely helped my Instagram start to pick up. I hit 10K on Instagram on August 4th. From then up until now, my main source of growth on Instagram is the Explore page. When I have one post do well, I can gain up to over 1,000 followers. If I don't have any posts that are doing well currently on the Explore page, my growth will either be stagnant or I'll even have a day where I lose more followers than I gain on Instagram. So that's how I know that the Explore page is my main way for growth right now, so I really do rely on it. As far as YouTube, I don't have all the answers with YouTube. I just started in October, but I still will talk about it a little bit. Again, I believe choosing to commit to it consistently. So I'm posting a video once a week, every Friday at the same time. I've missed 1 week since, and it was Christmas. Like, I didn't post on Christmas. So I do believe that it's starting to pay off a little bit. My videos are getting more views, I'm getting more subscribers, and I'm actually bringing traffic to my Instagram from YouTube, which is really cool. That was kind of the main goal with it, because I wanted to be able to reach more people on a separate platform, which is why I started YouTube. But up until now, mostly the people watching my YouTube videos and subscribe to me were from Instagram. But now I'm getting people DMing me on Instagram saying, hey, I found you on YouTube, which is so cool. It's freaking awesome. But again, I think it comes back to the fact that I have committed to posting consistently. That is my story. That's where I'm at. I currently have 820 some subscribers on YouTube. I have 33,600 followers on Instagram, and on TikTok I think I'm down to like 193,000, something like that, but I haven't posted on TikTok, so I don't expect to grow at all. I honestly expect to keep losing followers, but at this point in time, I don't have time for TikTok, and I'm really not prioritizing it, even though I probably should be. But I would rather do YouTube. Anyway, now we're gonna get into tips. My first tip, if you haven't figured it out yet, is to be consistent. And I know that everyone says this, but I'm gonna explain why it's so important. It's not even just because people won't follow you if you aren't regularly posting, although yeah, sure, that's part of it. The main reason you need to be consistent is because the platform will help you out if you do so. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think, I can skip this, it doesn't matter, you're wrong. It's not gonna happen, and I'm sorry if that's harsh or rude, but you need to accept that. This is not a step that you can skip over. It's just not. You have to understand, these social media are a business. They want to make money. How do they make money? Not from us, because we don't pay to use the platform. It's from ads. How do they make money from ads? By keeping the users on the platform longer. And you do that by providing quality content from creators that post regularly. So Instagram is not going to promote your posts and show them to more and more people if you're not posting regularly, because Instagram needs to be able to count on you. They need to know that you're going to do your job in providing quality content so that users stay on and they watch the ads that Instagram is being paid to show. And I hope that makes sense, but that's honestly how you have to look at it. You have to understand that it is a business and everyone's goal is to make money. So you need to treat it like a business. And we're going to get into that more too, but that is why posting consistently is so important. Obviously, I don't know what your reason is for watching this. Maybe you're just here to be nice and watch my video. If so, thanks. But the way I'm structuring this and talking about it, I'm assuming that you want to make money off social media. You want to make a job out of it. You know, maybe a side stream of income. Maybe you just want a lot of followers for fun. I don't know. If so, then this video probably isn't for you, but yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna assume that you want to make a career out of it. Based on that, my second piece of advice is to treat it as a job. For me, right now, as far as what my biggest priorities are, social media is one. Obviously, I still have school and volleyball, but it is up there on the list. So for me, I prioritize taking pictures and posting something on Instagram more than I prioritize seeing friends. Yeah, that's a little bit harsh, I know. I prioritize filming and editing and posting a YouTube video way more than I prioritize partying or watching TV. Obviously, balance, yes, but you cannot expect to get what you want out of something without putting in the work. You have to work hard. You have to put the time in if you want to be successful. And that's how you need to look at social media. It shouldn't be negotiable. It should be, I need to post something. It's not, oh, well, I guess I have some good pictures I could post. No, if you don't have the content, you need to make it. You need to find a way to create it and put it out there, because that's what you said you were gonna do. If you want it to be a job, if you want a lot of followers, you need to treat it like a job. Another tip with that would be to set a content schedule or like a planner and actually write down what you're gonna do and when. That definitely helps, but I don't want to get like too much into that in this video because I feel like that's a whole separate video. So my next tip is to cross promote on multiple platforms. I did this on accident at first, but one of the most important things that I've done was use TikTok. And I genuinely believe if I didn't have TikTok, my Instagram following would be way smaller, and probably in turn my YouTube following would be smaller. I definitely would just be more behind. You want to use multiple social platforms in order to bring traffic to each of them, because if someone finds you on YouTube, for example, and they like what you're putting out, then they're gonna go look to your Instagram and then maybe they'll follow you on there. Same thing with TikTok, or if you use Facebook or Twitter, it all applies. The more apps that you're putting out quality content on consistently, the more people that you're gonna possibly reach. And that's what we're trying to do here. That's how you grow a social media account. Now we're gonna get more into the emotional side of it. Maybe that's just because I'm a really emotional person, but I do think that these are important things to be said. I'm still working on this one. Not everyone is going to like what you are doing or posting. You will get hate, especially with the larger audience that you're reaching. The more people you reach, the more hate you're gonna get. This is sad, but I knew a TikTok was doing really well. Like, I knew it was going viral when I started to get hate comments. Effed up? Yeah, that's pretty messed up, but that's how it is. And how you want to handle it is up to you. For me personally, especially with TikTok, when I had videos that had thousands of comments on it, I wasn't gonna go through them all, I wasn't reading them all, and I wasn't gonna take the time to delete them. It's also helping me because the algorithm doesn't know if it's a mean or nice comment. It just knows that it's a comment. So the more it's gonna promote it. So hey, you're doing me a favor if you take the time to comment something mean about my smoothie bowl. With Instagram, it is a little bit different because I don't have as many comments, and also the hate that I get on Instagram sometimes is definitely more personal, like an attack at my character. A lot of times I will delete the comment and just block the person because they don't deserve the time of day. They want a reaction. They want a response. Like I said, how you handle it is up to you, but it definitely is better to be the bigger person. You are being watched, and sometimes it's really not worth getting into an online argument. No, most of the time it definitely isn't worth it. There have been a couple times where I feel the need to put someone in their place just because they're so out of line, but for the most part, they don't deserve a response. Put your time towards something else. If your goal is to reach a lot of people, you're gonna reach people that don't like what you're doing. So it is what it is. Try not to take it personally, because you can never please everyone. You will never make everyone happy. It's not possible. Now, coming off of that, I'm also going to talk a little bit about dealing with people in your life, because it's one thing to get hate or negative feedback from people that you're never going to meet, but it is another thing to deal with it from people that are close to you, or, you know, whether it be friends or associates or whatever. It's different. If someone in your life doesn't like what you're doing, bye. And whether they're open about it, whether they are weird, or if they're just giving you bad vibes, bye. You don't need it. Like I said, you're gonna get hate from people you don't know. You don't need to be taking it from people that you do know. I also think it's important to talk about not seeking validation and approval from others. I struggle with this quite a lot, and I know a lot of other people do, and I talked about this a little bit in my last video in my vlog, my little card chat. A lot of people, when they start out, maybe they're thinking about starting some type of account. And I did this too. You feel the need to ask your friends. Oh, I've been thinking about this. Like, I might start this account. I kind of want to do this. What do you think? Like, should I post this? At first, okay, I understand. And I know this is so much easier said than done, because when you feel vulnerable or you feel uncomfortable about something, you feel the need to ask other people and get like the okay. I just think the sooner that you can stop relying on other people to make decisions, the better off you'll be. And really try and focus on who actually has your back, who really does support you no matter what, and who has your best interest in mind. Not people that try and make you feel bad about yourself to bring you down to their level. Just stuff to think about. And these are life lessons. This isn't even just a social media thing. The last thing I'm going to talk about is doing your own research. If you're watching this video, awesome, because you're starting somewhere. But don't stop here. Like, pretty much almost all the stuff that I told you guys, I've learned from other people. I learned from watching YouTube videos and reading articles, and also your experience. But there's so much information out there, like, available to you for free. Use it. Also, the algorithms on these different apps are always changing, so it's definitely good to keep up with it and look stuff up. You know, learn everything that you can. Like, it's not gonna hurt to know more. My mouth is so dry because of how much I just talked. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Even though it's a little bit different than what I usually post, I really hope you can find some use in it, and just know that I'm rooting for you. 100%. If there is an account that you want to start, do it. Freaking do it. I said this in my last video, but you don't even know the opportunities that could be ahead of you if you don't just do it. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next time.